In our Global Environment Challenge PSA, we will be conferring invasive plant species in Sonoma County. These non-native plants have various backstories on how they arrived in our county. While pretty, these plants can threaten many native species in our region. The greater quaking grass, or Brisma maxima, is an annual grass native to North America, southern Europe, and western Asia. Characterized by its green and purple flower heads atop long spindly stems, the grass has since spread over many regions in North America, including our own Sonoma County. Just like the majority of other invasive species in our area, the greater quaking grass can impact biodiversity in its non-native region, choking out other native plants and creating areas dominated by this single species. While not ideal, luckily, the greater quaking grass, its overall environmental impact in California is somewhat limited. The slender oat, or Avenia barbata, is an annual winter grass originating from Asia and the Mediterranean Europe. Chances are you've probably seen the slender oat before, as it now dominates many grasslands throughout the state and across North America. It can be recognized by its long, slender blades hanging from the very thin stems. The seeds of the slender oats are, in fact, edible, but not commonly consumed by humans, most likely due to their small size. It is capable of growing in exceedingly poor soil, which is a major contributor to its spread across North America. Another factor is the plant's quick growth rate and copious seed production. The slender oat is so common that it is now recorded as a noxious weed in the United States. It is especially widespread in California and commonly displaces other native species. Additionally to harming these native species, the slender oat and other non-native grasses can raise the risk of wildfires.
The tufted vetch, or Vicia creca, is a prolifically flowering perennial vetch which is native to areas of Europe. Put simply, vetches are members of the pea family. The tufted vetch's appearance consists of large, vibrantly purple clusters of flowers on one side of the top of the plant stem. Having spread to North America, and specifically Sonoma County, this beautiful flower is now considered a common weed, and will overgrow native herbaceous vegetation and shrubs. Its tendrils allow for it to grow onto other objects and plants, making it especially prone to taking over native plants. The tufted vetch is also known to change the soil composition of the areas in which it grows, potentially hindering future growth of native species.
As we've seen, invasive plants in Sonoma County continue to push out native plants and take over ecosystems. Unfortunately, the three plants we've discussed today only scratch the mere surface of the pure multitude of invasive species spreading throughout California. But the problem isn't just local.
However, the problem can be solved, at least mostly. There's no silver bullet solution, but there are some things that can be done to help treat the problem. For instance, you should always avoid planting invasive plants in gardens, as this can lead to outbreaks of the species that can spread and take over ecosystems. This is helpful for prevention, but it doesn't solve the problem of already established species. For example, in Annandale State Park, park officials have used lawnmowers to clear out invasive slender oats and planted native grasses to replace them. There are other options for removal, like chemical herbicides, but these have other adverse effects on ecosystems. As we've seen, invasive plants pose a large threat to biodiversity globally, but their spread can be prevented and treated if we work together to stop them.